Russia's aviation sector is currently entering a critical phase. At the forefront of this transformation is a bold commitment: the integration of 108 domestically produced MC-21 aircraft into the fleet of Aeroflot by the year 2030. This aspiration, articulated during a high-level meeting between Vladimir Putin and Sergei Alexandrovsky, is not simply a fleet expansion strategy. It represents a deeper transition toward aviation sovereignty in the face of unprecedented technological and geopolitical constraints. Building on that vision, Aeroflot's commitment to 108 MC-21 aircraft by 2030 sits at the core of its revised development strategy. The MC-21 is Russia's next-generation narrow-body airliner, designed to compete with global giants like the Boeing 737 MAX and the Airbus A320neo. According to materials presented ahead of the April 6th meeting, Aeroflot is preparing not just to contract, but to efficiently operationalize these aircraft at scale. This number is significant for multiple reasons. First, it represents one of the largest investments in a domestically produced aircraft program in modern Russian aviation history. Second, it signals confidence, both political and commercial, in the MC-21's ability to meet operational demands, passenger expectations, and reliability standards in an environment where Western support has sharply declined. As highlighted by Altitude Addicts, this is not just about numbers, but about redefining long-term aviation independence. The emphasis on effective utilization and high product quality shows that Aeroflot is not acquiring these aircraft symbolically. Instead, the airline intends to deeply integrate them into its operational backbone, ensuring competitive performance across domestic and international routes. Looking at the aircraft itself, the MC-21 has long been positioned as Russia's answer to Western dominance in the narrow-body segment. Developed by Irkut Corporation under United Aircraft Corporation, it features advanced aerodynamics, modern avionics, and a composite wing design. However, sanctions forced a rapid pivot toward import substitution. Earlier versions relied heavily on Western components, including engines and avionics. Today, the aircraft is being reconfigured with fully domestic systems such as the PD-14 engine and Russian-made composites. While this transition delayed timelines, it also transformed the MC-21 into a symbol of industrial resilience and strategic necessity. Aeroflot's planned induction of 108 aircraft effectively guarantees a production baseline for the program. This creates stability for manufacturers, enables economies of scale, and aligns with broader government goals to revive domestic civil aviation manufacturing. During the meeting, Vladimir Putin raised concerns about the current state of Aeroflot's fleet. In response, Sergei Alexandrovsky acknowledged that the airline faces multiple constraints, particularly in maintaining airworthiness for Western-built aircraft. These challenges include limited access to spare parts, maintenance support, and software updates. Despite workarounds such as parallel imports and localized maintenance solutions, long-term sustainability remains uncertain. This makes the MC-21 transition not just strategic, but essential. As older aircraft become harder to maintain, the urgency of shifting to a domestic fleet continues to grow. Even under these pressures, Aeroflot's financial performance shows resilience. In 2025, the airline reported revenue of approximately 900 billion rubles, marking a 5% increase over the previous year. Passenger load factor also improved slightly to 90.2%, indicating strong demand and efficient capacity utilization. These indicators provide a stable foundation for Aeroflot's ambitious modernization strategy. However, sustaining this trajectory will depend heavily on the timely delivery and operational reliability of the MC-21 fleet. Expanding beyond fleet renewal, Aeroflot's 2030 strategy outlines a broader transformation. The airline aims to enhance operational efficiency while placing a strong emphasis on customer experience, improving every stage of the passenger journey from booking to post-flight service. Technology plays a central role in this vision. Aeroflot plans to transition entirely to Russian IT systems, replacing foreign software across reservation platforms, operational management, and customer interfaces. By 2030, up to 50% of processes are expected to be powered by artificial intelligence. This includes predictive maintenance, dynamic pricing, personalized services, and operational optimization. As noted by Altitude Addicts, this level of digital transformation could redefine efficiency standards within constrained environments. The push for domestic IT solutions reflects a broader national goal of digital sovereignty. While the transition carries risks due to the complexity of aviation systems, the long-term benefits include greater control, security, and independence from external providers. Across the wider industry, Aeroflot's commitment is likely to influence other airlines. Demand for domestic aircraft, such as the Sukhoi Superjet, new and future wide-body projects could increase, creating a more predictable environment for manufacturers and accelerating supply chain development. However, scaling production to meet the target of 108 aircraft will require significant coordination. Supply chain bottlenecks, workforce limitations, and technical challenges could impact timelines and execution. Looking ahead, the plan presents both opportunity and risk. On one hand, it marks a decisive step toward rebuilding Russia's aviation ecosystem on domestic foundations. On the other, it places immense pressure on the MC-21 program to deliver consistently and at scale. Aeroflot's success will depend on how smoothly it integrates these aircraft while maintaining service quality and financial stability. Its focus on digital transformation and customer-centric operations will be critical in shaping competitiveness in the coming decade. For the Russian government, this initiative serves as a broader test of industrial and technological self-reliance. As Altitude Addicts observes, the outcome will likely define not just an airline's future, but an entire national aviation strategy. Ultimately, the meeting between Vladimir Putin and Sergei Alexandrovsky highlights the scale of what is at stake. The commitment to 108 MC-21 aircraft by 2030 is more than a fleet decision. It is a strategic signal of intent in a rapidly changing global aviation landscape. As Russia navigates these challenges, the MC-21 stands at the center of transformation. It represents both the obstacles and the possibilities of a new era. If executed successfully, this vision could reshape Russian civil aviation for decades to come. If you liked the video, please subscribe, share, and like. Also, please take the membership of the channel to encourage us.